If you're carrying pistols in 2025, whether it's for EDC, duty, or just peace of mind, you need the right tool for the job. And with how fast the gun world is changing, sticking with last year's gear might leave you behind. Right now, there are pistols that flat out dominate, offering better optic systems, better triggers, better carry options, better reliability than ever before. So today, we're breaking down the 9mm pistols you need in 2025. Yep, you heard right. So can you please like the video to support our channel? Not the ones that are just hyped, the ones that actually deliver when it counts. Some are new faces, some are proven legends with smart upgrades, but either way, you're gonna want to know about them. So let's get into them right now. Budget carry just got serious. The Taurus GX4 XL T.O.R.O is living proof that budget no longer means basic. Taurus took everything they learned from the GX4, like reliability, simplicity, and ergonomics, and stretched it into a slightly bigger, more shootable platform with the XL. You're getting a slim polymer framed build perfect for EDC, 13+1 standard capacity with 15 round mags available, an optics ready T.O.R.O slide for micro red dots, a better than expected trigger, and grip texture that feels way more premium than you'd expect from a pistol under $450. The slightly longer slide smooths out recoil compared to the original GX4, making fast, accurate shooting easier without giving up concealability. It carries like a micro compact, but shoots like a midsize, which is exactly what more carriers are looking for in 2025. And the best part? Price. You're looking at around $400 on the street. Optic ready when most budget pistols still make you pay extra just to run a red dot. If you need a real EDC solution without blowing the bank, the GX4 XL T.O.R.O absolutely belongs in your 2025 lineup. Because good enough isn't good enough anymore. The Walther PDP Compact isn't just another striker-fired pistol, it's the evolution of what a duty and carry gun should be. Walther didn't jump on trends with this one. They engineered a platform that feels purpose-built from the first shot. The ergonomics are next level with a grip that almost melts into your hand. The slight serrations are deep and aggressive, designed for real-world manipulation, not Instagram flexing. And the trigger? Easily one of the best factory striker-fired triggers you can get today. Short, crisp, and predictable without feeling overly light or mushy. The compact model hits that perfect sweet spot too. Big enough for full grip control and recoil management, but small enough to conceal with minimal printing. It's optics ready right out of the box, and with a growing number of mounting plates available, you're not locked into weird property systems. Plus, the modularity of the PDP line means you can easily swap slides, frames, and barrels if you ever want to customize it further. For around $650 to $700, depending on your configuration, you're getting a pistol that feels like it was tuned at a custom shop, but ready for duty, competition, or everyday carry right out of the box. In 2025, if you're serious about your carry setup, the PDP Compact isn't just an option, it's a smart investment. Have you shot it before? If so, comment down below. A Glock 19 that went to finishing school and then to combat school. The Shadow Systems MR920 looks like a Glock 19 at first glance, and that's because it is, but leveled up in every meaningful way. Shadow Systems took everything people wish Glock would improve on and just did it by themselves. Out of the box, you're getting a pistol with a match-grade barrel, an optic-ready slide with deep serrations, an aggressively undercut trigger guard, and a flat-face trigger that actually feels like it was tuned for serious work and not mass production. The MR920 isn't about reinventing the wheel, it's about fine-tuning it for people who train, carry, and expect their gear to deliver under pressure. It balances better than a stock Glock, tracks faster between shots, and feels like it belongs in your hand from the first mag dump. Plus, it's built to work with Glock parts and mags, which means if you already have Glock gear lying around, you're halfway set up. Price-wise, you're looking at around $950 to $1,000 depending on the model and upgrade. That might sound steep compared to a Glock 19, but when you factor in all the custom work you don't have to do later, the MR920 actually becomes one of the smartest buys for a serious carry or duty pistol in 2025. If you love Glock reliability but hate Glock compromises, the MR920 is the pistol you should be reaching for this year. Military-grade toughness, civilian-ready package. The FN509 Midsize Tactical doesn't shout for attention, it just shows up ready for war. Originally developed as FN's entry into the U.S. Army's modular handgun trials, the 509 series was built from the ground up to survive brutal abuse, and the Midsize Tactical model takes that same DNA and packs it into a format that's actually practical for concealed carry or everyday duty use. The frame is polymer, but the feel is pure steel. Everything about the 509 Midsize Tactical is overbuilt, from the suppressor height night sights to the optic-ready slide with FN's brilliant mounting system to the forward-angled grip texture that locks into your hand without destroying your skin. The controls are fully ambidextrous, the barrel is threaded for a suppressor or a compensator right out of the box, and the whole platform just feels like it was made to survive bad conditions, not just survive Instagram. You'll find it priced around $850 to $950 depending on the configuration, and while it's not the cheapest option on the table, it's a serious investment in a gun that's designed to go the distance. If you want a pistol that shoots smooth, carries easier than a full size, and laughs at whatever punishment you throw its way, the FN509 Midsize Tactical belongs in your 2025 arsenal, no questions asked. When polymer gets serious and a little heavier. The 6-hour P320 X-Carry Legion isn't just another striker-fired pistol with fancy branding. It's what happens when you take a proven platform and tune it for serious shooters who actually put rounds down range. The X-Carry Legion takes the already flexible P320 system and dials it up with a tungsten-infused polymer frame, giving the gun extra weight without ditching the advantages of polymer construction. The extra mass isn't just for show, it soaks up recoil, keeps the muzzle flat, and lets you run faster, more accurate strings without working twice as hard. Add in the Legion Series flat trigger, aggressive grip texturing, and optic-ready slide cuts, and you get a pistol that feels as close to custom as you can get without going full race gun. Even loaded with lights, optics, and 17 plus 1 rounds of 9mm, the X-Carry Legion balances beautifully on the belt and moves like an extension of your hand. Street price usually hovers between $950 and $1,100 depending on configuration, and yep, that's on the higher side compared to a basic carry gun, but when you feel the way this thing tracks and the confidence it gives you behind the trigger, it's hard to argue it isn't worth every penny. If you're looking for a duty-ready, optics-cut, competition-capable pistol that still carries like a workhorse, the X-Carry Legion is absolutely a pistol you'll want in your 2025 loadout. It's not just competing with big names, it's out shooting them. If you're still sleeping on Canik in 2025, you're missing one of the best-kept secrets in the gun world. The SFX Rival doesn't just play in the same league as high-end polymer pistols, it embarrasses a lot of them, and it does so for hundreds of dollars less. Right out of the case, the Rival feels like something that should cost over $1,000. The factory trigger is clean and competition ready. The grip texture gives you lockdown control without tearing up your hands, and the frame balances so naturally it feels custom molded. It's optics ready with mounting plates included, and the slide work looks and feels like something you'd only find on a high-end custom build. Plus, this thing runs flat whether you're hammering fast strings or getting precise on longer shots. The kicker? You're looking at a real-world price around $650 to $700 for a setup that can hang with pistols costing nearly twice as much. If you want a pistol that feels like it should have a $1,500 price tag but still leaves you money for ammo, optics, and training, the Canik SFX Rival needs to be in your safe, or better yet, on your belt. Still the standard everyone else is chasing. Some guns come and go with trends. The Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS just keeps showing up and getting the job done. There's a reason why when you ask serious shooters, law enforcement, or concealed carriers what they trust, the Glock 19 always ends up in the conversation. It's not because it's flashy, not because it's the newest thing, it's because it works. Under pressure, in bad weather, when you're tired, and when you're rushed. Reliability isn't a feature with Glock, it's the entire point. The Gen 5 MOS version takes that foundation and makes it even better. The finger grooves are gone, the grip texture is dialed in, the Glock marksman barrel tightens grooves, and the MOS cutout gives you the option to run optics without weird aftermarket fixes. It's still simple, still durable, still that ugly brick that just plain wins fights. You'll find it priced around $600 to $700 depending on configuration and local market, and honestly, for a pistol with this kind of track record, that's a steal. If you're carrying in 2025 and you don't have at least one Glock 19 somewhere in your rotation, are you even serious about carry? When micro compact stopped meaning compromise. Imagine telling someone just 5 years ago that you could carry a pistol barely bigger than your hand, but with 17 plus 1 rounds of 9mm on board, they would have laughed. But then, 6 Sauer dropped the P365X macro, and the game changed overnight. This isn't just a stretched down P365, it's a complete rethink of what a carry gun can be. You get real capacity matching full-size pistols, but in a package that still disappears under a t-shirt. The recoil is tame, the grip feels natural without being chunky, and the modularity of the P365 system means you can tweak it to fit your exact setup. Add in a flat-face trigger, an optics-ready slide, and a built-in accessory rail, and suddenly, the X Macro isn't just competing with traditional carry guns, it's making them feel outdated. You're looking at a straight price at around $800 to $850, depending on model and extras, which isn't cheap, but when you realize you're basically carrying a full-size performance pistol in a micro package, it starts looking like a bargain. If you're updating your EDC in 2025 and you haven't put rounds through an X Macro yet, you're already behind the curve. The best polymer pistol most people still haven't shot. Not every great gun dominates YouTube thumbnails or Instagram feeds. Some just quietly rack up real-world wins without all the hype. The CZ P10C happens to be one of those pistols, and if you know, you know. Built from the ground up to take on the Glock 19, the P10C isn't just another Me Too polymer striker-fired gun. CZ engineered it with a low bore axis that tames recoil better than most of its rivals, a trigger that feels tuned instead of tossed in, and a grip shape that honestly might be one of the most natural-feeling designs out there. It points instinctively, controls naturally, and holds up under serious round counts without blinking. The frame is polymer, sure, but it feels solid and confidence-inspiring, not toy-like. And with most models now shipping optics ready and suppressor hide side options available, the P10C is ready for 2025's tech-driven carry world without losing that old-school CZ reliability vibe. Price is another win. You'll usually find the P10C around $450 to $550 depending on variant and deals. For what you're getting, that's a serious value, especially when compared to flashier names with less pedigree. Bottom line, if you're the type who cares more about how a gun shoots than how it looks on camera, the CZ P10C belongs in your 2025 rotation. Old school steel that still wrecks polymer in 2025. There's a reason the CZ75B is still hitting high on lists like this even decades after its release, because no matter how many new striker-fired wonders come out, few pistols have matched the 75's mix of durability, ergonomics, and pure shootability. This is a gun that feels different the second you pick it up. The full steel frame soaks up recoil like a sponge, the low bore axis keeps the muzzle flat and fast between shots, and the grip, still arguably one of the most natural in the entire handgun world, polymer or otherwise. It's no wonder that militaries, police units, and competition shooters across the globe trusted it for decades and still do. The B variant brought a few key updates, mainly the firing pin block for added safety, but didn't mess with the soul of the gun. You still get that buttery DASA trigger system, that rock-solid mechanical feel when the slide runs, and the kind of reliability that laughs at dirty conditions, high round counts, and years of hard use. It's not the lightest pistol, it's not the smallest, but when you're talking about a carry gun that outshoots most of the fancy modern stuff even in 2025, the CZ75B absolutely earns the #1 spot. You'll find it priced anywhere from $650 to $800 depending on finish and market. And once you own one, good luck finding a reason to ever let it go. Some guns are popular, some are reliable. The CZ75B, it's both and it's timeless. Not every pistol deserves a spot on your belt in 2025, but the ones we talked about today, they earn it. Whether it's new tech making life easier or old school guns that refuse to quit, these 9mm pistols stand out for one simple reason: they work when you need them most. So, what's already riding in your holster? What's making it to your wish list after today? Drop it in the comments, we read them all. And if you think we ranked something too high or too low, or missed something you swear by, don't just sit there, talk it. If you're tired of the marketing noise and want real deal gun talk from shooters who actually train, you're in the right place. Make sure you're subscribed to Guns and Roses, as we have new breakdowns dropping every single week. Until next time, amigos, stay smart, stay ready, and carry what earns it.